Adjectives and adverbs. This distinction may be simple, but using them incorrectly can be crucial in some circumstances. Now, we all know an adjective is a word that describes people, places, and things, and an adverb tells the reader how, when, where, or to what degree something was done. Now, what am I talking about? How can this be crucial if it's used incorrectly? Well, you've seen it, I've seen it, on park benches, outside shelters, even here on 16th Street Mall. Homelessness. Now, there are many factors that can cause homelessness, and even more that prevent it from decreasing. The reason? It's because of me, it's because of you, it's because of every person who walks by someone in need on the street. There are two things that keep homelessness from decreasing: your words and your actions. With your words, it's something as simple as mixing up an adjective and an adverb. To give an example, many use the common phrase, homeless people. In this phrase, homeless, an adjective, is describing the word people. There is no such thing as homeless people. There is, however, such thing as people experiencing homelessness. In this phrase, homelessness is the adverb. That is the difference. When we start using the phrase homeless people instead of people experiencing homelessness, we are classifying them with all the stereotypes our society has deemed as appropriately fitting. By incorrectly describing someone facing homelessness, one can be led or believe the stereotypes commonly heard within our media. Common stereotypes such as they're all lazy, uneducated, and drug and alcohol abusers. These are just a few examples given to us by Susan Harden and her students from the University of Georgia. With such a high population of those facing homelessness in Denver, there is no doubt that you will see them in high concentrated areas like 16th Street. Rebecca Nathanson, a freelance journalist, writes an article in January 2017 stating that 5,100 people in the Denver metro area are experiencing homelessness. Of these 5,100, 18% are unsheltered. In 2014, John Mixon states that by having the most resources in a smaller radius, people facing homelessness tend to accumulate in urban settings like places downtown. With these stereotypes in mind, as you walk down the streets, do you ever think to yourself, even if I did give them money, they would just spend it on drugs and alcohol? Or why would I give my money to somebody who's too lazy to get a job? Have you ever stopped to think how or why they got to this point? Every single story is different. I've met former college professors, NFL football players, dancers, artists, and writers. None of them were too uneducated or lazy to get a job. So before thinking about the common stereotypes, just think that they didn't plan on experiencing homelessness and fell into it just as easily as you could. Today, we've seen how grammar can affect the way we view others and also the implications placed on them. Homelessness is something someone can experience. It does not define who they are, what they believe in, or where they will go in the future.